Welcome back to the channel. My name is Wong, and today I'm super excited because I've just picked up one of my absolute dream cars. I've been dying to own one for a very long time, and I can't believe it, guys. Here it is. This is my 1997 JZX100 Toyota Chaser Tourer V. This is a Series 1 factory manual in white, and it's only got 111,000 Ks on the clock. This is one of the cleanest JDM cars I have ever laid my eyes on. It's a one-owner car from Japan. It's got every single document since new, with full service history and with all the original parts on hand. And it doesn't stop there, because it's been tastefully enhanced with a host of performance upgrades, including a Garrett G25 660 turbocharger, and at the rear wheels it makes 360 kilowatts of power. This truly is one of my absolute forever cars, and I can't wait to take you along the journey with the build series of this Toyota Chaser. I hope you guys are enjoying it thus far. It's going to be an awesome ride. Let's go. You're probably wondering as to why the JZX100 Toyota Chaser. People always ask me, what is your favorite car that you've showcased on your channel? And honestly, it is the JZX100. Ever since I drove my good friend Bali's example, his Mark II, well over 2 years ago, it still stands as one of the best cars that I've ever featured out here because of the way it drove, the power delivery, the sound, the way it handled. Everything about it just spoke wonders to me, and it really resonated to me as a driver. And I really liked how the car looked. It was really understated, and the aesthetic that can be had with this car is truly monumental. And the fact that you can utilize it as a cruiser, a grip driver, or even a drift car, there's just so many things that can be had in this platform. Being that it's rear-wheel drive, it's manual, you can make a lot of power very easily from factory. It was just the right car for me, and ever since then, I've always wanted one. And with all the hype surrounding this car as a result of Adam LZ and other YouTubers, they've just become quite expensive. However, now, being the owner of this car, I can't wait to take it on the journey on this build series with the JZX100. I think it's going to be a really awesome car to have here on the channel. So without further ado, guys, let's take you for a quick walk around of the JZX100. As you guys can see at the front end, it really is quite a clean example. There's not many rock chips, if any. When it landed into Australia, it was updated with the Series 2 front bar and the lip. It's got the Series 1 grille, the headlights, and I think it just looks super aggressive while still being quite understated of a car. I really like the way that Toyota have designed it, somewhat like a Camry, but still sporty. So let's make our way around. And the elephant in the room, guys, the stock wheels and tires. This is definitely going to be the first thing that's going to be removed and changed here on the Chaser. So if you guys want to stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because it's going to be awesome with all the things that I have in store for this car. But still looks good, not a single speck of rash at all. Just a really nice, clean, original wheel, and really good to have in the storage compartment. Let's make our way around, and I'll show you one of my favorite aspects of the Toyota Chaser, and that is the interior. I can't believe this car has an interior that just looks so clean. Everything about this car is, really well looked after by the previous owner. I think he must have been an older gentleman. The interior has this really cool stripy design, unique to the Series 1s, because when they went to the Series 2, it changed to a different kind of pattern. But I really like the look of it, and it's just a really nice cabin to be in. The seats have bolstering support that you can completely adjust. And being that this is the Tourer V, you've got the carbon fiber inserts, you've also got the swaying air vents, which are really, really cool. You've got a genuine Nardi steering wheel. You've got the factory double din head unit, just a really cool touch. And I love the accent here that says Chaser. It just feels like a really comfortable cabin, and definitely a premium one at that. And being that this is a 4-door, you've got a lot of space for your passengers, and it's equally as clean in the back. This is going to be a sick cruiser, and once it's all done, it's going to be quite epic. So definitely stay tuned, guys. So let's make our way around to the back. Something I personally really like about the Series 1 Chaser is the taillights. I know the Series 2 overall is a better looking car, but the Series 1 taillights just make it look really unique. and different. And to add to that, this car has a wiper delete as well as the rear boot wing delete, and I think it just looks very clean. It also has all the badges removed, which is just a nice look to add to that Camry understated look. You've also got this custom 3.5-inch stainless steel exhaust all the way back from the engine. And since we're talking about the noise, let's pop the bonnet and I'll show you guys the engine bed, because there's something really special at the heart of this thing. As with all Tourer Vs for the JZX100, it came with the legendary 1JZ turbocharged engine. It's a 2.5 litre inline six that was single turboed from factory, and they were good for making 280 horsepower at the crank, just to keep it under the gentleman's agreement from when Japan had this car. But as we all know, it made a whole lot more power than what they quoted. However, this particular motor has been enhanced because it's got a Garrett G25 660 turbocharger strapped onto it, along with all the supporting modifications to go along with it. And it's been very well put together by the guys over at G-Force. And at the rear wheels, it makes 360 kilowatts of power on E85, as well as 285 on 98 pump gas. It's a very good amount of power for this package, and I'm super excited to get started on this build series. I really think that this is honestly one of my keeper cars, and it's something that I've really wanted to own for a very long time. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the video thus far. Let's go for a quick drive of this thing and show you guys just how it is with all that power under the hood. It's gonna be awesome. All right guys, we are jumping in the Chaser now, and we're gonna go for our very first drive. Obviously I picked this car up just yesterday, but this is gonna be a real good test of how it's like to drive, so let's set off. This car has a very tricky clutch. It's got a twin plate clutch, and because of that, it makes it quite difficult to engage and to set off into first gear. But once you're rolling, immediately it feels extremely comfortable, really like a cruiser, and it's almost couch-like. I can't really tell that this car is pushing that much power. Oh my god. That was wild. Okay, let's try it again. Third gear pull. Send it. Oh my lord. Not bad. Pretty quick. Haven't even gotten past 4K RPM. I think it was about 5 at the most, but it makes peak power at about 7K plus. So not even a real showcase of what this car is capable of, and still not on full E85 yet. We're gonna head home, speak soon. We're in third gear at 2,500 RPM, and you can hear that whistle. It kind of sounds like a jet. That's literally 5% throttle at 2,500 RPM in third gear. That is nuts. It's really addictive. That flutter noise is unreal. It really is just so addictive. And then when you put the car over into fourth gear, you know, everything just calms down. Well, there is 5 gears, but we're not going fast enough to put it into fifth, but EG. It's so weird seeing an EG because normally I'm in an EG, and to see myself in a 4-door sedan, obviously rear-wheel drive, manual, turbocharged, it's just a whole different experience from what I'm used to. It's a lot bigger of a car as well, and I don't know, I think I really feel at one with this car. I feel like the learning curve isn't that high as well. It's very progressive in the power band. You know, it's really quite linear in the power delivery as well. Obviously it starts building at about 2.5, and then it just keeps going, and you don't really have to be 100% throttle on this car to enjoy it, because there's a bucket load of torque throughout the entire rev band, and it's very responsive. I think the turbo setup has made it even more responsive, being that it's quite a small size single turbo, and being that it's the latest generation in Garrett's technology, especially being that it can push out 360 kilometers. It's definitely not the fastest car that I've ever driven, and that's good. I don't want this car to be a downright drag car. I want it to be a lot of response, a lot of fun on the hills, the corners, the twisties. I want to be able to jump on power as I'm powering out of the exit. Just so good to listen to. And then when you find a set of corners, it really kind of does grip up. I can see a whole lot of potential in this car, and I think in its stock form there's already a whole lot to like. Being that it has the turbo upgrade as well, it's even more fun. And it's weird to say that I've got a car with a big turbo. I've used it a lot in my YouTube videos, and to say that I'm the owner of this JZX100 Chaser, it really just blows my mind. You know, I'm really particular about my cars. I like things that are particularly clean and well looked after, and I honestly think that this is one of the cleanest examples of a car that I possibly own right now. It really is just in such good shape, and to find it in the desired spec. I've always wanted a white Chaser, you know, factory manual, you know, full service history, auction papers, deregistration papers. You know, this car has everything, and I can't believe it has so much documentation, and it's a car that has history. That's something that I always gravitate to, and looking through the paperwork just lets me geek out on these cars so much more. I can just appreciate it in so many more ways. I paid quite a bit of money to get this car, but you know, for me, it's not something that I'm gonna regret. It's an investment for me, and something that I'm gonna live with for a very long time. And I just can't wait to take this car up to the next level. You know, listening to it, driving it, experiencing it, it's just a whole lot of fun, guys, and I can't wait to get started on this journey with this JZX100 Toyota Chaser. I've got a whole lot of plans for this car moving forward. This is the first of many videos to come, and I do apologize that I've been slacking a little bit with all the different builds and the cars that I've got here on the channel. It's quite hectic, and I just can't decide which car to start working on, and I always seem to be jumping into something new, and you know, just a lot of different builds. But I hope you guys can appreciate each and every car that I have going on. I really want something that can fit the bill for every single driving purpose. You know, rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, naturally aspirated, manual, turbo. This is all of the things that I love about cars, and to have so many different chassis in every single driving layout, I just can't believe that I've been able to do all of this, and I wouldn't have been able to without the help of you guys. A huge thank you to all of you for tuning in. I'm about to hit 50,000 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you so much. It's been an awesome year making content for you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and the showcase of my very own car. If you guys did, please be sure to smash that thumbs up button in the comments below. Tell me what you like about the Toyota Chaser, and as well as that, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Please take care. Bye for now.